Here we go.
Hey guys, I'm Chris.
And I'm Andy.
And today we're going to be reviewing Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight Trilogy. And this is kind of the start of a new series on the channel. Since we aren't always seeing the newest releases in theaters, we like to go back and discuss some of our favorite movies that came out before we started the channel.
Yeah, and this is definitely a popular trilogy. Probably my favorite. We're going to get into all that.
It's up there, yeah.
It's damn good, and we wanted to review it, so why don't we get right into it?
So we're going to start with the first film in the trilogy, Batman Begins, which came out in 2005.
Yeah, and this movie came out in 2005. Damn, it really holds up.
It does.
When I rewatched it, like, not a boring scene, maybe a couple scenes drag, but the quality of the movie really holds up. I think Nolan does a great job directing this, and it, like I said, holds up like damn good.
It's probably his first big blockbuster too. I really think it is. And the way that he tells the origin of Batman is unlike anything else we'd seen in a superhero movie at that point in time. And I really enjoyed it. The first 40 minutes of this film are probably some of my favorite. Just seeing how Christian Bale's Batman starts his journey, it's like told out of order kind of, and I just really like the way he crafted the story.
And I like how in the beginning, of course, you see Bruce Wayne as a kid falling into the pit, which comes back later in the series, that whole rises and fall.
Yeah.
Great themes that Nolan displays throughout this trilogy. And I think that when his parents die behind the opera or whatever by the thug is a really damn good scene. It scared me as a kid. I was like, damn.
It scared me too.
But whenever he's up in the ice with Liam Neeson, Ra's al Ghul, great stuff.
Yeah. And initially his name is Ducard, and then the big reveal is that he is Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of the way they did that.
I thought he was a pretty good villain, but we can get into more of him as it goes on. But someone who I do want to talk about is Christian Bale, of course, the lead of this whole series, and I think he's so damn good as Batman. My favorite Batman.
My favorite Batman as well, and I don't really know who else could, besides Michael Keaton, even contest for the best Batman.
Yeah, no way Ben Affleck is, but Christian Bale brings something great to it. He has that funny voice, but it's not really that funny. It's just memes are made of it. But I think that he's serious, but also the good Bruce Wayne too. He contrasts that really well.
Yeah, he does a great job, and one of the people he has to go up against is Scarecrow, who I think is a really underrated villain. Cillian Murphy plays him, I believe, and his performance is solid, kind of subdued, and he's a creepy dude. But when he hits people in the face with the drugs and they're tripping out, that's really freaky stuff.
That's some of my favorite stuff too. I love that scene in the warehouse or whatever it is, and it's Batman versus Scarecrow and the goons, and Scarecrow sprays him in the face. It shows the very scary vision of Scarecrow. Great stuff.
And then he catches on fire.
Yeah, and what about another person he goes off of that's great? Michael Caine as Alfred.
Oh yeah.
He's so good. Perfect for this role.
He is, and I just love Michael Caine. Anytime he's talking, I just like to listen. His accent is perfect.
Yeah.
Even though that's how he actually talks, I just love listening to him.
I love seeing him and Bruce Wayne bounce off each other down in the Batcave, building the Batcave. So iconic. I love that stuff. Practicing with the suit, going out on his first mission with the guy when he drops him from the building. He's like, "Who are you? I'm Batman."
Yeah.
Great
it's
scene.
Awesome.
I love
one of the most iconic lines in cinema, honestly.
Yeah, and he says it so good. I love Christian Bale.
And the score, Hans Zimmer, cannot go wrong.
It just gets better as each movie goes.
We'll keep talking about that throughout this video, but
the score
is really
iconic.
solid in this movie.
It's iconic. And I love, well, I don't love this, but another person who he goes off of, Katie Holmes.
Yeah, she's probably my least favorite part of the movie, sadly. I mean, she's the worst Rachel. I mean, there's another one we're going to talk about her. But she's just not great, and she really wasn't there. I felt like she was in another movie.
But the final act of this whole thing, the whole train with Ra's al Ghul, who we can talk about for a second, I thought he was a pretty cool villain. Liam Neeson was good, but he kind of was a little light at the end.
Yeah, probably my least favorite villain of the trilogy. But with that being said, he's still a solid superhero villain. And the whole train action scene, and when the whole city is getting gassed by the poison, and they're all kind of tripping out. And
yeah,
Joffrey from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Joffrey's dumbass. And Batman saves him. He shouldn't have saved him. I love the mansion scene too, when he's running through the mansion.
That's
with
before all that bad stuff goes down, but
yeah, and the whole train, the final thing on the train with them two, and then that's Batman. That's the only person who he kills in the movie, or who he lets die. Batman's all about in this
I think the
universe,
line
no guns, saving. So
he's I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save you.
Yeah,
and then the score kicks in.
It's a great moment.
And this movie overall is a fantastic start to the trilogy, and it's probably my second favorite of the trilogy. You can do the math. We're going to talk about what else happens, but yeah.
Yeah, it's my second favorite too, for sure. It's a great start. I love this movie. The runtime's fine. Everything about it I love. And I love also that little Joker tease at the end.
Oh, yeah, that is awesome.
I love that moment. It really gets you ready for the next one. But overall, damn good movie.
Oh, yeah, love it.
So now we're moving on to the second movie of this trilogy. My favorite. I know it's your favorite too. It's everybody's favorite. The Dark Knight. Badass movie.
Fantastic movie. I mean, many people say it's Christopher Nolan's best movie. It's definitely top 2 or 3. If not, it's probably my favorite. I really have to think about it.
Yeah, it's definitely mine. And a reason why I love this movie is that damn opening scene.
Oh my goodness.
Best opening scene of all time to me.
Yeah,
I love it.
Inglourious Basterds is great, and there's a lot of other awesome ones. It's definitely up there, though.
I love how it like plays out. The score is so freaking good in the opening scene. Like, it's chilling. The whole bank heist scene. And when the Joker's like letting his plan go out with all one by one getting them killed, it's just so smart. Like how Nolan wrote it and directed it too. The whole like zip line across the thing, I love.
Yeah, leading up to the reveal of Heath Ledger as the Joker, and he gives one of the best performances in cinema.
Oh yeah, when he takes that mask off, I remember when I was a kid, I was like, damn, this is scary. And even watching it now, it's still a little like chilling. Like just to see him, it's like unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
And when he takes the bus out, and it's just classic opening scene.
It really is. And a big part of like the whole entire movie is Hans Zimmer's score. Yet again, he delivers, and this is probably my favorite score of the 3 movies.
Not only that, it might be my favorite score of all time. This movie has such an iconic score. Like the end scene when they're chasing him, the dogs. I have chills every time, and just the Joker when he like the whole why so serious stuff. I love it. Yeah. I literally love it. But Christian Bale in this movie brings a great performance again. Probably his best of the trilogy, I think. He really plays a great Bruce Wayne.
He does, and then some of the supporting cast, Harvey Dent is great, played by Aaron Eckhart. He's not, like, amazing, but he's really solid, I think, as Two-Face. Yeah,
he's a cool villain, and especially when he becomes Two-Face, he's better for me. Yeah, he works better as Two-Face.
The way the Joker manipulates him, it's really great.
And in the hospital?
Maggie Gyllenhaal as Rachel, way better than Katie Holmes, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. She gives a great performance, and when she dies, you really feel for her. When she's giving Harvey that, like, little final moment speech.
Yeah.
It like is heartbreaking, honestly, especially for Bruce. I love like all these scenes in this movie. Like the scene that I love is when Joker comes to them and they're like, "Look at this clown," and he bashes that guy's head with a pencil, and then he kills those guys later on. Another great scene in this movie is the whole chase scene on the highway and the Batcycle chasing the Joker down with the bazooka. I love that damn scene.
So awesome.
It's probably my favorite part because when Joker is like standing there on the street saying, "Hit me, hit me."
Yeah, that's super intense, and then Batman has the internal struggle.
It just shows that their relationship. And then in the cell, in the little conference room when Batman beats the shit out of him, which was real, Christian Bale actually hit Heath Ledger because he wanted him to. It's just such a damn good scene. The acting is so freaking good.
It is, and like everything about his performance is so captivating, and just the chemistry between Bale and Ledger, how they really portray, like they're playing like a cat and mouse game the whole time, and Ledger's really getting into his head. Yeah. It's really awesome stuff.
Ledger is so good, and I bet you a reason why he was so good that brought out him. Obviously, Christopher Nolan directed the hell of this movie. Should have gotten an Oscar for directing.
And it should have gotten a Best Picture nom.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think this is the movie that like made it the 10 nominations. Because this movie should have been in there. Everybody loves it. It's a classic. It's everybody's favorite of 2008. I think that's when it came out.
Yeah.
And it's so damn good. Definitely the best of this series. And I love the whole final scene between Batman and the Joker. And when Joker's like hanging upside down.
Yeah. He kind of gets the best of him almost.
Yeah, he does. And it's like that's the last time you see the Joker too. Like when he like pushes the air and then the SWAT come get him. And you never see ever mention him again.
No.
There's nothing with him. It's just such an ambiguous ending for him. But I love it.
And another thing I really love about the Joker and his relationship with Harvey Dent is the quote where he's like, "You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain." I think it's said by Harvey Dent's character.
Yeah, at the beginning. Yeah. Like when they're eating.
And like it turns on him because he does become the villain. So now we're moving on to the last film of the trilogy, The Dark Knight Rises. And this movie came out in 2012 and was probably my most anticipated movie of the year, right along with The Avengers. And I really enjoy it, but it's my least favorite of the trilogy.
Yeah, it's also my least favorite too. That's just because Nolan, it's kind of a messy movie, but we'll get into it as it goes on. We can start off with the opening scene. Once again, great opening scene.
Oh, yeah.
This movie has 2 badass opening scenes right off the bat, like, of both movies. The whole plane thing with Bane, I love it.
Yeah, Tom Hardy as Bane is my second favorite villain because nothing can really touch the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
But he still gives a great performance even though he has the mask. But his voice is so iconic, and you just see people doing that all the time. Wherever you go, like, you'll see people with their hands over their mouth doing it.
And when he takes off the mask for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like a great scene. It's a great introduction to Bane and shows you that he's a real badass and he's tough. And then after that, it goes on like showing Bruce Wayne older.
Mm-hmm.
And he took a beating after only being a Batman for a year, which seems a little, I don't know, but but we can get into that more. But I just think that Nolan tells it. It's interesting how he starts us off with Batman being a cripple, kind of, and being very broken, and then it builds off that into something more whenever he realizes that Bane is here and Alfred's trying to warn him about Bane.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff to me, but it feels a little out of place, kind of.
Yeah, and then Catwoman's also in this movie.
Yeah,
Dan
she's
Hathaway
great.
as Catwoman.
She's damn good to me. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
She's like really freaking good. Probably better than Michelle Pfeiffer for me.
Mm-hmm.
She's just iconic as Catwoman.
She gives a great performance. And then that first big chase scene when Batman returns, I really love that.
Yeah, and the score there once again great. Gary Oldman in this movie also has a very good role. I know we didn't talk about him much in the previous two, but in this movie, probably his biggest role of the trilogy.
Yeah.
He steps up a lot, even though he's in the hospital for most of it. But I guess his family left him. Don't know why they left him. But and he reveals that, and he has that whole paper subplot about Harvey Dent being like a villain, but he didn't want to reveal it, which was interesting stuff for him, showing his conflict.
Right, I really liked it. And then you've also got Joseph Gordon-Levitt in there.
Mm-hmm. What's his name? Like Blake?
I think it's Blake, yeah.
Robin.
He's really Robin. You find out at the end.
It's
one
cool.
of the best moments of the movie. Right?
Yeah, and like I said, in realistic, it's cool to see like Batman and Robin fighting in the end. It's like the most realistic thing you're gonna get from it from Nolan, but this movie isn't realistic at all because Bane gets this whole bomb situation and he puts the bomb. He blows the football stadium. Badass scene. I love it. It's iconic.
From the trailer too, I even loved it.
Yeah, it was so cool seeing that. I was like, what the hell is gonna happen?
Yeah.
Then has some damn scientists come out that he got from the beginning of the movie. Then they had the bomb. This is all after he break Batman's back, which we can talk about that for a quick second. Great fight in the
It really was, yeah. I
it's
don't think there was even a score. It was just like straight up the footage of them.
Yeah.
And their grunts and their punches, and it was really awesome.
I love that damn scene.
Yeah.
And
Brutal.
when he breaks Batman back.
Brutal.
But after that stuff, when he puts him in the pit, he has that bomb, which he puts the bomb on for 5 months. So dumb. That's just bad writing from Nolan. That's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that is what makes this movie a little messy for me.
Yeah, I think it bothers you a little more than me.
Yeah, it's just like a little unrealistic, but it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And I think that the whole pit stuff with Batman is pretty good too, but it kind of drags a little bit. I feel like he could have gotten out a little sooner and not come back one day before the bomb was going to blow up.
He kind of just showed up. That is something that's a little like off.
How the hell did he get there? But it's whatever.
He's
it's
Batman.
whatever.
I don't know.
It's that D&D logic. But I think that the whole final battle is damn good. It's a great way to end the whole trilogy off.
It's like the cops versus the goons, right?
Mm-hmm. And Catwoman kills Bane.
Mm-hmm.
She shoots him. And that whole subplot, though, with Talia al Ghul.
And the reveal, that was a really solid reveal. I didn't see that coming personally.
But I hate how Bane is kind of her henchman.
Yeah,
that's like
he
brings
takes a
it
back
down a
seat
little
in the
bit
end.
for me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't like how that happens, but and when she dies, it's like pretty bad acting. It's like she just like falls over like that.
I remember that. Yeah.
What is she doing? But it's like a little anticlimactic with that. Like they just chase her down. Batman just like crashes a car into her, and then he takes the bomb off. Damn good scene though. When Gary Oldman realizes,
as always, is great. Yeah.
When Gary Oldman realizes that he's Bruce Wayne, I love that moment, and it flashes back to when he put the shoulder over him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good ass moment.
And then you've got the autopilot whole scenario.
Yeah, right? I had chills. I love this. I really love the score and the ending of that.
There's like a bunch of major reveals towards the end of this movie with Hans Zimmer's score playing. One of them is Lucius Fox, Morgan Freeman's character. He finds that Batman actually fixed the autopilot, and that's how he escaped.
That's a big reveal.
Yeah, that's a big reveal.
And also, something I did forget about in this movie was the whole ice scene under when they were in the judge with Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Great cameo. That's a good ass cameo.
He actually makes an appearance in all 3 movies, but yeah.
Yeah, he does. And Batman comes back with the little light, and he's like, light it up to Gary Oldman. I love that damn scene.
I have chills.
I just forgot about that scene, but I'm glad I remembered it. But also, I like how they reveal that it's Robin. You should use your real name, Robin.
Yeah.
And he goes down into that damn pit, the Batcave, and it is so damn good. The score when he rises up, I just have chills.
I love it.
I wish we could see more with him as Robin, but
I
at
thought
the
we were
same
gonna
time,
get a Batman or and Robin movie or something.
Yeah, And I like the ending that they give to Batman and Bruce Wayne and Catwoman. Like, Alfred sees him, good callback.
Yeah.
It's just this, in the score, like, booms. It's a great moment.
I really do think the ending of this movie, like the last 45 minutes, is really solid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it really saves the movie as a whole. Like, I don't have a massive problem when I say save. It just makes it so much stronger, and that's why it's a good movie. It's just my least favorite.
Also my least favorite, too. It's good, but Nolan saves it in some parts, but a little messy, too. And this trilogy is damn good overall. Love the first two. Last one, like I said, messy, but still overall damn good.
Yeah, it's definitely up there as one of my favorite trilogies and movie series as a whole.
Oh, yeah.
But that's going to be a wrap for our review of the Dark Knight trilogy. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the trilogy down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to us. You guys have been showing a lot of support lately, and it really means a lot. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.
See you guys, thanks.